Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the test session that just happened in Barcelona at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Before we get into it, here is how it finished. Alex Marquez topped it from Fabio Quartararo, Pecco Bagnaia, Marc Marquez, Raul Fernandez, Brad Binder, Franco Morbidelli, Alex Rins, Pedro Acosta, Johan Zarco, Jorge Martin, Maverick Vinales, Marco Bezzecchi, Aleix Espargaro, Joan Mir, Enea Bastianini, Miguel Oliveira, Luca Marini, Michele Pirro, Fermain Aldegar, Agura, Jack Miller, Chantra, and Lorenzo Savadori was the last one across the line. Now, with this test, I suppose the headlines are definitely Marc Marquez in his all-red suit and his all-red bike looking like a red baron. But saying that, Alex Marquez did do a good lap, looked okay pace-wise. Definitely have to have a look back at it later on and, see what was going on. Fabio Quartararo, similar. Pecco Bagnaia, my understanding was that he was on the 24 bike with the 25 engine in the morning, and he did some work on the 25 bike in the afternoon, which kind of makes a little bit sense when you see that on lap 14 of 58, he actually set his fastest lap. Marc Marquez, my understanding with Marc was that he rode the 25 bike in the morning and for most of the day actually, and for the last hour where he set his fastest lap, he was on the GP24. Raul Fernandez, good time as well from him. Where was his pace all throughout the year? Let's be honest. Brad Binder, not a bad session from him either. Franco Morbidelli, similar to Brad, it's great, but you would want to see them up there a little bit more. Good session from Alex Rins as well. It's interesting to see he getting up there into 8th place. Pedro Acosta as well. KTM have some really cool stuff I will show you in future videos. Johan Zarco, not bad out of the Hondas, top Honda, in 10th place overall. Jorge Martin on the Aprilia, getting a little bit of adjustment to do, but saying that, not a bad overall session for him. Maverick Vinales on the KTM, not bad either. Marco Bezzecchi, good enough start. Aleix Espargaro, second fastest Honda, definitely something to be proud of for him. Joan Mir, Mir just beaten again by Aleix Espargaro on his first time on a Honda. Kind of a little bit of a worry there. Enea Bastianini definitely gave KTM an expensive repair bill anyway, made complete shit of the bike in turn 5 with a big shake of the head there. Did bring out a red flag, I believe. Miguel Oliveira, great to see him back on the track properly again. I know he was there the weekend, but he did get some good camera time today. On the Yamaha, doesn't look too bad either on it. Luca Marini, again, Honda, they are running some new parts on the Honda, definitely new chassis and stuff like that, so it is interesting. Michele Pirro, I believe, was running a GP25, getting it dialed in, I suppose. Fermain Aldegar did have a crash, as did Agura, which is expected as they are rookies. Jack Miller, down a little bit lower than I expected him, but look, again, it is testing and getting used to it. Chandra did look okay on the Honda, did have a crash. And Lorenzo Savadori, again, look, not as fast as you may have wanted him to be, but saying that, look, he's not, he is not a regular rider, let's just call it. I think he was maybe 6:10 or 6 seconds or something slower, so he wasn't really pushing. I think he was more just putting time on new engine parts, etc. It is testing. There's an awful lot that you can read into it and not read into it. It's good to see the new guys in their new bikes and new colors and smiles and happiness and this, that, and the other, and maybe frowns or what the fuck have I done moments. There's a full 8 hours of it, which I haven't watched all 8 hours of the test, which I will do. But from what I did see, it was a pretty good test. People getting down to some nitty gritty. Mark looks very comfortable, more comfortable actually on the 24 than the 25. But I think that the 25 really needs still a little bit of work with the engine, is what it seems to me to be saying there. All in all, though, it's good to have the test done. Pity that that's the last MotoGP action now until the start of next season. All in all, though, I thought it was pretty interesting, and I did see a good bit of stuff that I do want to talk about. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of the test, and what was your favorite part? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.